Today on Leafscope, game tie going into third, what would be the outcome? Could Leafs get enough offense with Lubel out? And how would special teams be a factor?
Welcome to Leafscope. As per usual, I'm your host, Peter Bojarinov. Well, Columbus shoots 16 times on net and Bernier holds the fort in the first period, basically 1-1 after 2 periods. But the Leafs allow 4 goals in the third period and lose 5-2. Basically a 3-2 loss as Columbus gets 2 goals in the last 27 seconds. Trending now. Wake up, Leafs! It's another game where they just kind of don't wake up and play a sluggish start. And especially versus a mediocre team, whereas they usually play harder versus a high-end team. We'll see that maybe tomorrow. It's a back-to-back, and usually teams don't play well on back-to-backs, but I have a feeling the Leafs will actually wake up for tomorrow's game. They didn't tonight versus a mediocre team, but Columbus is playing better, and they played hard all night tonight, and they deserve to win. Time for the Rocks and Stars. Alright, there's a lot of rocks in a lot of different areas. We'll go with a few small ones. I thought Riley wasn't the greatest tonight, pinched in a little too far and wasn't in the right place defensively at times. Josh Levo, not great in the ice time that he had. A few bad passes, I'd say, and he looked a little bit lost at times as well. Main two, face-offs and penalties. Wow, Leafs were, I think, only 34% in face-offs. Their good leader, I think Bozak, hasn't been playing that well in face-offs all year, and tonight again, 35% in face-offs, and he took a lot of them. I think he had about 17, 18 losses on face-offs. Huge. Kadri, in the penalty factor, he had 6 minutes, 3 minors in penalties. Leads to my first bit of a rock on a player, Dave Bolland. I thought he played an okay game, but he made 2 really bad penalties, and he was only 20% in face-offs. Just awful. I think he was 3 wins and 9 losses on face-offs. Wow. Other guys that didn't have a great night. Also, Mason Raymond, I thought was just off tonight. His timing was just off. A lot of plays where he was a bit flustered or not covering the right guy maybe in the defensive end. Offensively, just not accepting passes really well tonight and not giving the passes well tonight. He got an assist, but many times he was in and out, and the timing was just not right. I think for him, you know, he gets into the zone, he tries the old fake and deke, and if he can't do much, he turns and spins, and he spins himself out of the play sometimes. That happened a lot tonight. Defensively, offensively, with the puck. And just his passing was off, and he just needs to sometimes get in there with his speed and get the shot on. He needs to shoot a lot more for Macy, as I like to call him. The other one, Paul Ranger. He, again, at times was okay, but overall, a bad game again. A lot of errors. On the Gabrick goal, wow. Should have just got the puck out. That was his first error on that play. All he had to do was get the puck out. He didn't, which it should have been easy. Bolland, I don't like when people do that, and he made the error of just throwing the puck back into his own zone where Franzen was on the other side of it. By the time the puck got to Franzen, he was already covered. So Columbus got the puck back. Foligno does a double deke using the net on Ranger. All he has to do is take the body. He does not. Foligno used the puck with the net twice on him and gets a nice pass over to Gabrick, who finishes. Not great, Paul Ranger. I think he was on the ice for about 3 goals against. I think on the first one, all he had to do was try to clear the crease of the puck. Murray got the goal. On the last one, also protect the guy away from the net. They got an easy goal and a tap in on that one. Just another bad game. Stars, few and far between. I thought Carl Gunnarsson had a good, steady, solid overall game. Not too sure why he's not playing that many minutes tonight. I think he just played over 16 minutes. He needs to play more. He wasn't on the ice for any of the goals against. He just played a good, solid game. Also, I thought the top line played pretty good. Not exceptional, but pretty good. Bozak, JVR and Kessel tried a few things offensively, not finishing on on a couple of chances that they had it, but they still played a pretty good game. Kessel was very good, had a few dangerous shots. I think he had 5 shots, a few of them were dangerous, and of course scored the goal. Impact of the game. Not controlling the play. Leafs need to make less penalties as they did tonight. Too many of them takes their offense totally out of the game. As well, face-offs. Weak on face-offs. They really need to work on face-offs. It's been pretty bad all season. And not having good face-offs give the puck to the opposition to start every play. And they're playing without the puck. Hustle of the night. Dion Phaneuf again. Over 22 minutes of ice time. And he played a flawless game overall. Just a steady presence on the ice, especially versus many minutes versus Columbus's top line. Good game and some big hits. He played a pretty good, solid game. My recommendations, other than the Leafs working on face-offs and improving in that area, is forechecking. Get back to that forechecking game because that makes the puck more in the opposition zone and makes them more flustered and they'll make more errors. If the Leafs can get back on that, they'll also have less play in their own zone. So they need to get better forechecking, and that will help against better oppositions as well. Again, if you have any questions, just tweet at Leafscope or email leafscope@gmail.com. Again, thanks for watching, and see you again next time.
Leafscope, Leafscope.